Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. My name is Kesvi and I am here to give you some solo traveling tips. Today we are going to talk about things that you must know if you're going to go on your first solo experience. Before I start this video, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you get notifications every time I post a video. I post every Wednesday and Sundays. That's all the admin-y stuff. Let's get into it. My first tip for anybody solo traveling for the first time is pack light. Oh my god, this is so important. This is like where the start of your solo trip, and you want to remember you're the only one that's going to be carrying this. Just you, yourself. You don't know how long you're going to be walking for. Your hostel could literally be right next to the bus station or the train station or the airport, or you could have to walk like 5 kilometers with it on your back. I remember when I went to Borneo, and I think I said this in one of my other videos. In my Borneo video, actually I said it. I'm going to put the card up there to that video. On one of the days, we were stranded on this island, and the only way to get back was by this one boat that was taking people back to the mainland. And this was a time where like I didn't know how to pack. I didn't know how to pack light, and my bag was so heavy, and we had to run, and I mean run, from one side of the island all the way to the other with our big backpacks. And I have never regretted packing so much in my whole entire life as I did that day. Pack lightly, only take the essentials. First aid kit, essential. Like, please take a first aid kit with you. I'm begging you, just take a first aid kit with you. You're there by yourself. You can only be as prepared as your experience, right? And if this is your first solo travel, don't be scared that you are not experienced, because you're going to learn along the way, and you're going to understand what it is you need and what it is you don't need. And that's like the best part of solo travel, how much you learn to problem solve, how much you learn to like trust your instincts. Like, I have made plenty of mistakes solo traveling, and sometimes they turn into like the best things that have happened to me, and then the other times I just learn from them, and then you become a better solo traveler. It's honestly one of those feelings where you get to where you want to go, even though you did make a mistake, even though you did spend like an extra £50 because you got on the wrong bus, or you did this, but you did it and you trusted your instinct in the end. That's a super important one, trusting your instincts, trusting that gut feeling, that you can look after yourself, you can take care of yourself, and that will get you through like every eventuality. Just like knowing that you can trust yourself to make the correct decision. And again, don't beat yourself up if you don't make the right decisions all the time. We all make mistakes. Like, it's part of life, and it's definitely part of solo travel. I was in El Salvador once, and I missed my bus stop, and I thought, oh, it's okay, there'll be another bus stop soon. Wasn't another bus stop soon. Ended up going all the way to like the wrong village by myself. Imagine, like, I'm not really sure where I am, and had to like try and like get myself back to the town that I was meant to be in through my little bit of Spanish and hand gestures, and like really trying to like make them understand what I was saying and where I'm trying to go. And in that instant, Google Maps was like my best friend, because I was like, I want to go here. Can you take me here, please? I want to go to this place. But in that instant there, like I had a gut feeling on like who I could trust in that instance. Everybody has that little voice in their head that's like, yeah, no, this doesn't seem right. You should probably like step away, or I don't feel safe doing this. Don't do it. And that instinct is so important. Learn to say no. You are already doing something out of your comfort zone. You are traveling by yourself, and it is okay to be able to then if someone asks you to do something with them and you don't feel comfortable doing that, be able to confidently be like, no, that's not something I'm interested in. It is not something that you're going to be able to do straight away. It's taken me a while to learn how to say no to stuff, because I was not that person before. I was the person who always FOMO'd. I was the person who like didn't want to be left out. I was the person who like really just like wanted to be doing everything that everyone else was doing. And for me, it took me a while to really gain the confidence to say no to things. And the other thing you have to learn is to not feel bad about saying no. This is your trip. And you have to remember that this is your trip. It's about you. It's about what you want to do. Everyone else is on their own trip. That trip's about them. That trip's about what they want to do. One of the best things about solo traveling is what you want to do goes. And if you don't want to wake up early to go and see Tikal that day, you don't have to. And that is up to you and not up to anyone else. Solo travel is amazing. Just do it. Okay, I'm so done with myself today. Talking about getting somewhere, staying in hostels and Airbnbs can get real lonely. I've said this in like multiple of my videos, but I always recommend people to stay in hostels if they're going alone, probably because that's a good way to make friends. You won't be lonely, trust me, you'll meet so many people along the way. And so another thing about when you're staying in hostels, lock up your stuff. I think it's so important to lock up your stuff just for your peace of mind more than anything else. Generally, like most people are very unlikely to steal your stuff in a hostel. I mean, I've kept my stuff unlocked at some hostels and they've been absolutely fine. But I would always suggest taking a padlock with you. Every hostel, you'll have a locker, whether it be a big locker which you can put your whole bag in, or like even just a small locker which you can fit your essential, like important stuff like your passport, etc. in. When you're going out on like day trips, it means that you don't have to take all of your stuff with you. And that kind of brings me on to my next point, is always keep a spare card, like a bank card or like some spare cash. This is so important. I cannot stress this enough. You do not know when something like you being pickpocketed or you losing your wallet is gonna happen, and it happens. I lost my wallet one night when I was in Antigua, Guatemala on like a night out with my friends, and thank God I had left like my bank, like one of my bank cards and like some cash in the hostel. Otherwise I literally wouldn't have any money at all. I'm not saying that everyone gets like robbed or like everyone loses their stuff while they're like away, but it is good to have that safety. So take an extra bank card, whether it's a travel bank card or not, and also some US dollars. And I say US dollars because US dollars is the easiest cash to convert anywhere in the world. There will always be someone who will exchange US dollars. And my last tip for you guys is fake it till you make it. Like, and I mean that. I mean, like, don't walk around looking like you have no idea where you're gonna go, even if you really don't know where you're going. Unless you're gonna ask someone for help, the last thing you want to be doing is walking around with your backpack on, like your big backpack on, in like 25 degrees, 30 degree heat, looking confused and lost. So my suggestion to combat this is, if you are lost and you don't know where you're going, find a cafe. Like, just look around. There'll always be at least like 1 or 2 cafes around. Go sit in that cafe, order yourself like something small. That means that you can go sit in that cafe and be on your phone and just kind of work out where you are and where you want to go. And once you're ready, then you can carry on going with more confidence. It honestly saved my butt so many times. It's such a small thing that you can do to stop yourself from looking like a lost little puppy. There's not always going to be people to take photos of you, okay? And when I'm traveling alone, sometimes it can be difficult. It can be difficult to get people to take photos of you. Selfie sticks will help you. It will help you, I promise. Just selfie sticks, okay? I think that's its own point. I hope this video has helped you guys and inspired you and kind of made you understand what it's like to solo travel. If you did love it, please give it a big thumbs up and write me a comment and tell me if I missed anything. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll make a part 2 to this video because I'm so sure there's more things that I need to say to you guys. Stay safe, stay sane, lots of love, Kesvi.